AM 560, The Answer.
$3 million for a study. Just gives you an idea, a window into the intellect that runs Chicago finance.
When the holidays come, City Council doesn't want to still be in chambers debating the 2026 budget. But there's a big sticking point, a tax on the biggest companies in Chicago.
I'm a hard no on the head tax, and I think yesterday's vote indicates that the majority of at least the Finance Committee feel the same way.
The corporate tax is in this budget. It will stay in this budget.
That was Mayor Brandon Johnson Monday after the Finance Committee rejected his revenue ideas.
And yet, another reason, beside from the $3 million they pay their morons, I wonder how many morons who did that study gave a kickback in the form of a campaign contribution. That's only if they wanted to clean it. You drop off the sack of cash, well, then there's no paperwork involved. And why is this only on national news and not any local news? The breakdown of how much these teachers stole from taxpayers during, 2 years?
The Inspector General took a look at the travel expenses of teachers and principals in the Chicago public school systems and concluded that when the bank accounts were fat with COVID money, the staff ran wild, as you mentioned, trips to Egypt, Finland, Hawaiian resorts, even went on a safari, and there was no oversight to stop them. The amount spent on travel in 2021 was $300,000. It jumped up in 2022 to $3.4 million, doubled in 2023, and kept getting bigger in 2024. The report concludes that more scrutiny was put to whether the expense paperwork was done correctly than whether the expenses were accepted.
I think 18% of the teachers can read. We mean done correctly. Take a look at some of the CPS people that went to Finland. Boy, they must have been a big splash in Finland. And now when you get your property tax increase, this is what the price is. I don't know why you guys complain. I really don't. If there's a Democrat complaining about property taxes, that proves the theory I have, Squirrel, that they're absolute morons.
Paying 2 years from now. NBC5's Charlie Wojciechowski takes a closer look.
I'll be honest, I hadn't opened it up yet. I was scared.
What is there to be afraid of in your 2024 property tax bill? According to the Cook County Treasurer, whose job it is to send you a bill for all the taxes from various local government entities, a lot. The average residential bill is up almost 17% in tax year 2024 to more than $4,400. Why so high? Blame the downtown economy.
All these commercial buildings that you see downtown that are unrented and unoccupied, their taxes went down. And one commercial group goes down, residences go up. Pretty simple.
First of all, Maria, that's another reason you should never be elected to anything. The real question is, how did it become that way? Why is it that commercial real estate should pay for kids to go to school? They don't send any kids to school. They employ the people. They pay the property taxes. They pay the maintenance. They pay the upkeep. And the people that they hire, they pay a plethora of different taxes. But yet, Democrat scumbags in government decided to hide the real cost of teachers blowing millions of dollars on travel, among other stupidity, on commercial real estate. And you wonder why they leave? And when they say in the Chicago budget, that's going to stay on corporation, that's a guarantee that it will only get worse until you understand it's the entire philosophy of the Democrat Party that is about corruption and stealing the property, the money of the people not in on the scam. Because what Maria doesn't tell you is, no, there's another solution. Maybe all of you take a haircut. The way those people who went out of business had to take a haircut. Maybe that's the answer, Maria.
In the bills, the county treasurer's office says some neighborhoods are hit harder than others. In Englewood, the average increase is more than $600 or 82%. In North Lawndale, bills jumped an average of $1,900 or 99%.
Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. How much have they been paying up north? How much have they been paying all around the city? In Cook County? You're going to complain? Be happy you got away with it all those years. You were the ones that voted Democrat. Now pay it. Pay it. Maybe you get lucky. Get a job with CPS. You could go to Finland. It's like hitting the Price is Right.
As a result, more than 90% of the traveling employees went over the allowable limits. Oftentimes, lodging and airfare was done.
90% in case there's a Democrat who can't figure out how to change the station. 90%. That's 9 out of 10 of these scumbags knew what the limit was, and they said, screw you. They'll put it on the taxes.
Double the allowable rate. One of the reasons the trips were not rejected is that they were not asking for approval. Of 15 international trips noted by the Inspector General.
Don't need any fracking approval. We're Democrats. We got our guy in office. He'll put a head tax on. We're Democrat. Approval? Who the frack needs an approval in Chirac? Nobody. Now pay it.
12 were never submitted for approval. And then we start seeing wildlife trips, balloon rides, staff staying extra days for personal reasons.
Get on the balloon!
And
Go
this
ahead,
in a school
finish.
district that...
Boy, let me ask you a question. Did Janet Taylor, the older woman, the size of a Frigidaire with an orange on top, did she go on the balloon? Because I want to see the balloon that could lift her ass off the ground.
I don't know where they get that American from. I'm from the continent of Africa. Come on. And I ain't in the foundational and where you from. I ain't from here. My ancestors got the free boat trip, and that's how I got here. Let's be honest.
Did you get the free balloon ride?
And so I'm here tonight because, y'all, we got some work to do. We got some real work to do. And don't be discouraged. See, I ain't worried about what that dimwitted dictator in D.C. doing, because he ain't my problem. My problem is making sure the people in our communities are protected. And so that's teaching them. That's letting them know what this system do. Now ask me how I'm doing.
How you doing?
I work for the city. That's how I'm doing.
And that's all you got to know. Now pay up. Janet's got food to buy. She's got to maintain that 400-pound figure.